The Atlantic hurricane season is heating up again after a quiet stretch. After several weeks of relative calm, activity in the tropics is picking up, and meteorologists are watching the skies closely for any signs of new storms. This is a time of year when conditions can change rapidly, and what starts as a small disturbance can quickly grow into a powerful hurricane. Forecasters are tracking a new system with high potential to become the next tropical storm. Using the latest satellite data and computer models, experts are monitoring its path and intensity, looking for any signs that it could strengthen further. The system's projected track is being updated frequently as new information comes in. This is a reminder that we're still in the heart of hurricane season. Coastal communities need to stay alert. Residents and local officials are urged to pay close attention to weather updates and be ready to act if warnings are issued. Even areas that haven't seen a storm yet this year should not let their guard down. The Atlantic isn't the only hotspot. The Eastern Pacific is also active, with hurricanes spinning off Mexico. These storms can bring heavy rain, strong winds, and dangerous surf to coastal regions, sometimes with little warning. The simultaneous activity in both basins is a clear sign that the tropics are entering their most active phase. Warm ocean waters are fueling this uptick in storm formation, a classic sign of the season's peak. Sea surface temperatures are well above average in many areas, providing the energy hurricanes need to grow stronger and more organized. This warmth acts like high-octane fuel for developing storms. The main system in the Atlantic, Invest 95L, is a cluster of thunderstorms, with a high chance of organizing soon. Meteorologists are watching for signs of rotation and increased wind speeds, which could signal the birth of a new named storm. If it develops, it could impact shipping lanes, or even threaten land. Meanwhile, Hurricanes Octave and Priscilla are active in the Pacific, keeping meteorologists busy. These storms are being tracked for potential impacts on coastal communities, shipping, and even air travel. The presence of multiple storms at once is a challenge for forecasters, who must monitor each system's unique behavior. Advanced satellites and models help forecasters track every move, giving people time to prepare. High-resolution imagery and real-time data allow experts to predict storm paths and intensities with greater accuracy than ever before. This technology is crucial for issuing timely warnings and saving lives. For those along the coast, now is the time to review hurricane plans and check emergency supplies. Make sure you have enough food, water, and medications to last several days. Secure your property, know your evacuation routes, and stay connected to local authorities for the latest updates. Even distant storms can quickly become threats. Conditions can change fast. What looks like a harmless system today could intensify overnight, so it's important to stay vigilant and not be caught off guard. Preparedness is key to staying safe during hurricane season. Multiple systems in both oceans show the atmosphere is primed for storm development. High humidity, warm waters, and favorable wind patterns are all coming together to create an environment where storms can form and strengthen rapidly. This is a critical time for everyone in hurricane-prone areas. Stay informed, stay alert, and be ready for whatever the rest of hurricane season brings. Keep your devices charged, sign up for emergency alerts, and check trusted sources for the latest information. With preparation and awareness, you can protect yourself and your loved ones from the dangers of the season. The main focus right now is Invest 95L, a developing system that has captured the attention of meteorologists and weather enthusiasts across the Atlantic basin. This system is currently a tropical wave, steadily moving westward over the vast open waters of the Atlantic, gathering energy as it goes. While it hasn't yet reached storm status, forecasters are closely monitoring it, and the National Hurricane Center has given it a high chance of developing into a tropical depression or even a named storm within the next several days. The Atlantic is currently providing all the right ingredients for storm formation. Sea surface temperatures are well above average, and wind patterns are favorable, making the environment ripe for further development. Meteorologists are watching satellite images for any signs of rotation or organization in the clouds, which would signal that the system is taking the next crucial steps toward becoming a tropical cyclone. The designation INVEST means this system is under special investigation, with dedicated resources, advanced computer models, and expert teams tracking its every move and analyzing new data as it comes in. These computer models are essential for predicting where the system might go and how strong it could become, but it's important to remember that there's still a lot of uncertainty at this early stage, and forecasts can change quickly. At the moment, Invest 95L remains hundreds of miles away from any land, but its projected path suggests it could move closer to populated regions in the coming days, raising concerns for those in its potential track. With a high probability of development, millions of people along the Caribbean islands and the U.S. East Coast could be impacted if this system strengthens, making early awareness and preparation crucial. Residents in these areas should start paying close attention to official updates, review their emergency plans, and stay informed as the situation evolves. The next few days will be critical in determining the system's path and strength, so staying updated with the latest forecasts is more important than ever. Stay tuned for further developments. Invest 95L has the potential to become a significant weather event, and timely information could make all the difference in staying safe. The big question: where is Invest 95L headed? Early forecasts show a westward track toward the Eastern Caribbean by week's end. Models agree on this general direction, so the Leeward Islands should prepare for possible impacts. If it becomes a tropical storm, expect heavy rain, flash flooding, and strong winds, especially in mountainous areas. Dangerous surf and rip currents will also threaten coastlines. After the Caribbean, the storm's path is less certain. It could curve north out to sea or approach the U.S. East Coast. Even if it stays offshore, large swells can cause rip currents and erosion from Florida to New England. The key: don't panic, but monitor forecasts daily. Immediate risk is for the Caribbean, but the U.S. East Coast should not ignore this system. Stay informed as the situation evolves. The Northeastern Caribbean is first in line for Invest 95L's impacts. The system could reach the Leeward Islands as a depression or storm by Thursday or Friday. Residents in Guadeloupe, Dominica, and Martinique have a few days to prepare. Secure homes, clear yards, and stock up on essentials. Know your nearest emergency shelter and be ready to evacuate if needed. Heavy rain is a major concern, with flash floods and mudslides possible in mountainous terrain. Tourists should follow local advisories and check for travel disruptions. The threat is not just wind, water can be just as dangerous. Safety is the top priority for everyone in the region. While the Caribbean faces the immediate threat from Invest 95L, residents along the U.S. East Coast should not let their guard down. Even though the storm is currently far away, its future path could bring significant changes to our region in the coming days. The U.S. East Coast should watch Invest 95L closely, as its development and movement remain uncertain. Meteorologists are monitoring the system around the clock, analyzing new data as it comes in. It's too early to know if the storm will impact the mainland directly. Forecasts remain uncertain, and the models are still shifting with each update. The situation can change quickly, so it's important to stay informed. Some computer models show the storm turning out to sea, sparing the coast from a direct hit and keeping the worst weather offshore. However, other models bring the system much closer to the U.S. coastline, raising the risk for strong winds, heavy rain, and possible flooding in some areas. Even if the storm stays offshore, it can still create dangerous surf, powerful rip currents, and accelerate coastal erosion. Beachgoers and boaters should use extra caution, as conditions can deteriorate rapidly. Now is the perfect time for a mid-season hurricane preparedness check. Review your disaster kit, make sure you have enough supplies, and go over your evacuation plan with your family. Preparation now can make all the difference later. Don't let a quiet hurricane season so far lead to complacency. Storms can form and intensify quickly, sometimes with little warning. Remember, it only takes one storm to cause major damage and disrupt lives, even if the rest of the season has been calm. Over the next week, Hurricane Hunter aircraft will fly into the storm, gathering vital data to help forecasters improve their predictions and give communities more time to prepare. Until more is known, stay alert and follow updates from the National Hurricane Center and your local weather authorities. Reliable information is your best tool for staying safe. Don't be alarmed, but be aware and ready to act if the threat increases. Talk with your loved ones about what you'll do if an evacuation is ordered. Pay attention to daily updates from trusted sources and sign up for emergency alerts if you haven't already. preparedness is key to safety. Double-check your supplies, secure outdoor items, and make sure your home is ready for severe weather. Stay vigilant as the situation develops, and remember that being proactive now can help protect you and your family if the storm approaches. How do we track and name storms like Invest 95L? When a system shows potential, it's designated an INVEST, so forecasters can run models and collect satellite data. If it organizes with a closed wind flow, it becomes a numbered tropical depression. Once winds reach 39 mph, it's named from a rotating list. Next up is Jerry. This naming system helps the public and media communicate clearly, especially when multiple storms are active. Each step, from invest to hurricane, is designed to maximize warning time and public safety. Media teams work with the National Hurricane Center to deliver the latest advisories. Reliable information helps you make the best decisions for your family. Stay tuned for updates as the system evolves. The Eastern Pacific is also active, with Hurricanes Octave and Priscilla spinning off Mexico. Priscilla is closer to land, threatening Baja California with heavy rain, flooding, and dangerous surf. Authorities urge residents and tourists to avoid the ocean and stay alert. Octave is further out to sea, but both storms highlight the season's peak activity. Forecasters are watching for more Pacific development, which can even affect U.S. weather. This dual ocean activity shows how interconnected and busy hurricane season can be. Coastal communities everywhere must stay vigilant until the season ends. This surge in activity is typical for the peak of hurricane season, which runs June through November. The most active stretch is mid-August to mid-October, when warm waters fuel storm development. Invest 95L is a classic late-season system, one of several named storms so far. No U.S. landfalls yet, but that's no reason for complacency. It only takes one storm to cause devastation. Powerful hurricanes can form even in October and November. History proves it. Stay prepared and keep your hurricane plan up to date. Stock your disaster kit and make sure your family knows what to do. Vigilance is our best defense until the season officially ends. Don't let your guard down. Readiness saves lives. With storms brewing, preparation and information are your best defense. Rely on official sources like the National Hurricane Center for updates. Use multiple ways to get warnings: weather radios, text alerts, and smartphone apps. Make a family hurricane plan. Know your evacuation zone, routes, and how to stay in contact. Practice your plan so everyone knows what to do. Build a disaster supply kit with food, water, medications, flashlights, and important documents. Having supplies ready means less stress when a storm approaches. Local news and meteorologists help explain what advisories mean for your area. Being prepared gives you peace of mind and control in a stressful situation. Stay informed, stay ready, and stay safe this hurricane season.